It was a cold, dark, humid night. Three evolutions were walking together as if something was going to start. The smallest one, a pretty she-fox, walking in the lead. It was muddy and the cave they had left was getting flooded. "Where should we put all the kingdoms?" Valdivia asked Skylar. Skylar just glanced at her, nodding of an approving way, as saying, "You can choose the way." Blue looked around and saw a mountain and a peaceful village. Valdivia wanted to go check it out badly. So the two rushed, but they looked behind to check if Skylar was coming. "Don't worry, I'll catch up. I need to go with my sister and talk to her. I missed her, and I want to see how she's doing." He headed off when he saw the two going away. A few moments had passed, and he saw a pretty Crystal leaving, and knew immediately it was Crystal. "Oh, hey Skylar! How are you doing? I could see my two eyes in the forest. What were you doing there? Don't you know that it could be dangerous?" Crystal would ask. Skylar was trying to catch up with her, telling her on how he evolved and everything that happened. She was surprised and not trusting him easily. It was obvious that he had done another evolution, but by the gods, it wouldn't be believed so easily. Crystal gave him a look of sass at Skylar and walked away. She was going to see some Pokemon, but instead of chatting with them, she was teasing them and picking on them. Skylar was in full pity and decided to leave. Crystal would keep continuing until she looked at the sky. "Whoa, I want to see the gods," and walk away. She opened her wings and lifted herself to the air. "I can't wait to see the reaction on those gods' faces." She would smirk and ran across the clearing. She didn't know that a god had noticed her, but she didn't care. She knew it was Crystallic, an old friend who betrayed her not long ago. Crystal snatched a star representing one of the gods, which this particular one was Crystallic's. Crystallic decided to punish her and make her an immortal demigod that was condemned to life on Earth forever. Crystal, instead of seeing it as a punishment, she saw it as a prize for her bravery. She smiled and accepted it immediately, without the consciousness of the real deal. "Don't you even dare to take this as a prize, Crystal. You've made enough Pokemon suffer, and now it's your turn." Crystallic would suddenly say it in the harshest tone she ever heard. Next day, Crystal woke up happily. She was really happy to see everybody outside, but today she wasn't feeling about picking on other Pokemon. She wanted a day to relax and wondered if Skylar was telling the truth to her. She would look at the sky and Skylar appeared behind. Crystal had heard Skylar, but he was in no mood to chat. He looked furious at her, with his claws unsheathed. She knew immediately what was going on and accepted the challenge. Crystal got up, but before being able to unsheath her claws, Skylar struck her right at the eye and by her tail. Crystal felt the blood and felt it being painful. She wanted to give up and die immediately, but then she remembered. "I can't die. Crystallic was right. It is a curse to be immortal. I can't just simply imagine what cost it took for each single immortal." Crystal would mutter quietly. Skylar didn't take any notice of whatever she said and was ready to give another blow right at her chest where he'd be sure that she'd be dead. Instead, Crystal would say, "Skylar, what are you doing? And why? What did I do? Skylar?" Skylar would stay silent and replied, "You're lucky to have survived, Crystal. And I did this because everyone thinks of you. You're the popular one here. Without someone thinking about me, you'd get my pain if you were me." Driscoll coughed and choked up blood. Skylar, I have to tell you something. I actually became into an immortal demigod for messing around with one of the gods, and it was crystallic. I hope you can forgive me. I know you probably won't, and that's okay. Skylar would suddenly swallow down his shock and look at himself. He was sure that something had triggered the gods in between both of them.